Hello, boils and ghouls. Welcome to Watchers Podcast with your hosts, Brad and Colson.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Why are you doing this to us?
Because you were home.
I met him 15 years ago. I was told it was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, right or wrong.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. My name's Brad, here with Colson.
Hello.
And today we have another fun episode of Watchers for you.
That's right.
But before we do that, Colson, how you doing?
Doing good.
Glad to hear it.
And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good too.
That's good.
Have you watched anything recently?
I did. I watched a movie called Grizzly. I may have talked about this before, a couple years ago.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a movie on the cover of the movie. One of the reviewers said it's Jaws with claws, and it's this 18-foot fucking grizzly bear. I watched it. I liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. It's cheesy 1970s. You know, it's basically Jaws. Like they're in a national park, and the guy running the park doesn't want to close things down. You know, it's just like the mayor in Jaws. Like, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Get your picture in National Geographic. It's fucking great. Fun watch. Apparently, it's very hard to find this movie. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but just some things I've seen. It's like, if you see it, get it. I think I got mine on Amazon at one point, but I'm glad I did, because it is like one of those classic, you know, B movies that you want to have. Yeah. And there's other ones that you go through, like the trivia, like reading trivia about the movie, and it'll talk about other movies that came out around that, the Jaws ripoffs, and I just want to get them all. Yeah. So much fun.
I wish Kevin Smith made his. Yeah. He was supposed to make Moose Jaws.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but I don't know whatever happened with that. I don't know if he still plans to make it, or if he scrapped it, or what.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love them all. So
yeah.
That's one I'll talk about.
Nice.
What about you?
Nope. I haven't watched anything. For this to make sense, we're filming right now in October.
Right.
So me and my wife have been watching the Halloween Baking Championship.
Nice.
And I started watching Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Okay. Original?
Original.
Oh, nice. I bought those on DVD. I haven't watched them yet, though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have the Family Plus streaming thing, you sign up and you get a month for free.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'm going to watch all the Are You Afraid of the Dark in this month.
Did you watch those as a child?
I didn't have cable. Okay. Or I had cable, but I didn't have YTV.
Right.
So I would watch them at my grandparents' house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just loved them.
Yeah.
And my grandparents, they had like a spare bedroom in the basement.
Right.
And all it had in it was like a bed and a TV.
Yeah.
And it was perfect for that show.
That's
like,
awesome.
I'd go down there, shut the lights off, and scare the shit out of myself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, that's fun. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I remember certain ones, but reading them, I'm like, I don't know what this is about. Yeah. I need to physically see it. So yeah, good.
Yeah, last night we watched the one where he steals the nose from the clown out of the funhouse.
See, that doesn't ring any bells.
It's a good one.
Okay.
I think it's like the third or fourth episode.
Yeah.
It's really creepy.
I'm excited to. I'll have to get watching those. Yeah. I bought them for my kids and I to watch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. But
yeah, they're probably close to the age now where.
Yeah. I think
It'd be fine.
Yep. Some of them anyway.
Yeah.
Some are scary.
Some are scary. Yeah. Even the opening is freaky.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I've really been watching.
Nice.
I also watched something called Werewolf by Night.
Right.
Streaming on Disney Plus. It's like a special Marvel presentation. Directed by Michael Giacchino?
Sounds right.
Yeah, I'm sure I butchered it, but currently has a 7.3 on IMDb.
Yep.
And I'll let you talk a little more about it.
Okay. Lycanthrope. Mm-hmm. Have you heard that before?
I've heard lichen.
Okay.
But I've never heard lycanthrope.
So, follows a lycanthrope superhero who fights evil using his abilities given to him by a curse brought on by his bloodline. I had to Google lycanthrope, and I had no idea what the fuck that was.
No, me either.
But it's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Stars Gail Garcia Bernal. Is it Gail?
I think so, yeah.
Plays Jack Russell. Laura Donnelly plays Elsa. And Kirk R. Thatcher plays Joven. Short thing. It's only 52 minutes. About 45 or even less than that with the credits gone.
Yeah. I love the black and white Marvel logo right off the bat.
Right.
And the music.
Yeah. Interesting Marvel intro.
Yeah.
You get to hear it's horror like.
Yeah.
It's screaming and scratching noises with the classic Marvel music.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shot black and white.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you found this as well, but it looked very strange to me, almost like it was trying to be in color, if that makes any sense.
Well, yeah, because the Bloodstone's in color.
Yeah, I know that.
Movie.
But some of the gray shots looked very green.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just my TV or if that's the way that it was supposed to be.
No, that might be how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
I think. But yeah, I kind of saw that too.
Yeah, green, yellowish at times. Like it was very...
Yeah.
Like it was like... Almost like it was fighting to come out the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Black and white for the most part.
Yeah. I love that they added the little cigarette burns.
That was my next note.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Yeah, it's a couple times where... Yeah, if you don't know what that is, watch Fight Club.
Yeah.
I think that's where I've learned it. I don't know if everybody else has, but...
Same.
Yeah, they're pretty cool to see those in there. Transformation of the werewolf.
Yeah.
I thought it sucked.
Yeah, it did.
Basically, it's not... You didn't really see anything.
No.
It was audio and visual on somebody else watching it. Like...
Yeah, and like a shadow on the wall of him changing.
That's right. The whole story of this, I didn't know anything about.
No, me either.
You had talked about this, I don't know if it was on the show or just in, beforehand or whatever, but you had mentioned this a few months ago.
Yeah.
And you didn't even really, it's this kind of quick 1 hour thing that they're doing.
Yeah. Going into this, I had no idea about any of it.
Yeah.
But...
it's basically just a bunch of, I guess, there are a bunch of monster killers that are going for this bloodstone thing.
Yeah, that seems to be like the ultimate weapon to fight monsters. Like it can weaken them and do whatever it wants to them from this.
So that's what the whole plot is, and it doesn't, like I say, it's 52 minutes long, so call it 45 minutes. It doesn't take very long for you to get going. You know, they kind of explain what this thing is. The guy who has it, or the family, his daughter is there. She would have had it had she stuck around, but she fucked off.
Yeah, and
now she wants it. So she's got to fight for it like everybody else. It's kind of an interesting story.
Yeah, I love that part where all the hunters are sitting around.
Yeah,
and they have the dead body of the guy, like the husband that owns the bloodstone.
Yeah,
like. He's kind of like a puppet, I guess, or a robot or something. He's like talking and like making jokes when I die, I want that done to my body.
That'd be cool. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing in that scene where they're all kind of sitting around is just the different monsters that are mounted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go to a hunter's house and they'll have a deer or an elk or whatever the fuck, and this is like, there's different monsters there.
Bigfoot and stuff on
pretty
the wall.
Cool.
I bet there's a ton of Easter eggs in this.
Probably.
That I wouldn't have no idea just because I've never watched or read anything on this side of Marvel at all.
Yeah. Where is it? Decent kills in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely more than I thought it would be. Kill-wise, like violence and everything.
Doing it in black and white, I guess, gave them a little more leeway to be gory, too.
Yeah.
Because you're not seeing blood.
That's right. The sword that slams into that woman's head.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, some of the characters, too. I believe it's her mother, or I don't know if it was her mother or if it's her father's wife.
Yeah.
She was annoying as shit.
Yeah. Creepy looking.
Yeah.
She had creepy eyes.
That's right. And yeah, the whole story is the one guy is there. He is a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows that
until
he ends up changing. They find what happened that made them find out. I can't remember now.
He goes to pick up the stone,
right,
and it shoots him,
blows
back.
him away. That's right.
Yeah. I liked the whole lead up to that too. Like, the whole reason he's there is because he's friends with the monster that they're supposed to be hunting.
That's right. Yeah.
So he's there to break the monster out.
Yes.
And everyone else is trying to kill the monster because whoever kills it gets this bloodstone.
Yeah.
But they also can fight each other, so it's kind of like this Battle Royale, Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's right.
The Condemned, even.
Yeah, that's right. Good.
Like, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And those are my favorite movies. Whenever something like that's in the storyline, I'm all in for it. So I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, they teamed up a few, he makes a deal with her. What was her name? Elsa.
Yes.
He says, help me free the thing, whatever, and they team up, and then he touches, like you said, he touches it, blows him back, and then they put her in with him
in the cage.
And it's like, and that's the mother or whatever she was, stepmother, awful woman.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like Jack Russell.
Yeah,
I think he's great.
Yeah,
it's so funny because he's like, "Nah, it's good. Like 5 days before another full moon, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine." And then it changes you. Whatever she says, it happens quickly.
Yeah,
and And
then they use the bloodstone to change him.
That's right.
I didn't like the transformation, but I did like the look of the werewolf.
Okay,
because it obviously took like a lot of inspiration from the old.
Yep.
Like classic Universal Wolfman.
Yeah. And did you like when she tells him like you're going to change, and then he starts smelling her? Yeah. Much like a dog would smell a human or whatever, and he's just whiffing her like, and she's like, "What do you do?" He's like, "I gotta so I can try and remember when I change, and that's like American Werewolf in London.
Mm-hmm.
When she goes past the police barrier and she's like remember me, and you think it's gonna remember her, and its face kind of changes for that brief time.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh shit, good, he's remembering, and then it just turns back to evil, and the cops end up shooting him.
Yeah,
but same idea. Like he's trying to like I'll smell your hair and your skin now, so hopefully I won't kill you.
Yeah, and she's like, "Does that work?" And he's like, "It did once."
It's good. So he ends up fucking up everybody in that room. He breaks out of the cage.
Yep.
Kills, I think, everybody, and except for her.
Yeah.
The movie changes to color.
Mm-hmm.
With that, what was the song? Somewhere
over the rainbow,
right? Over the rainbow,
just like in The Wizard of Oz.
Yes, That's right.
Yeah.
Now, would you, seeing the ending bit in color, would you have preferred the whole movie in color, or did you like the black and white?
I thought the black and white was fun.
Yeah.
I thought it added something to it.
Would you have preferred it stayed in black and white the whole time, or did you think the color transformation with the song and everything was cool?
I liked how they did it with that song.
Right.
Just because in Wizard of Oz, the same thing happens. It changes from black and white to color.
Right.
But yeah, I would have been fine with it all in black and white, too.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
And just the little splashes of color, kind of like Sin City did.
Right, yes,
like the Bloodstone, and I think maybe her jacket or something later on.
Yeah, there was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like I say, it's a quick watch. The movie, it is only 40-something minutes.
Yeah. I thought it was really fun.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job with it.
I enjoyed it. It was nothing special for me. I'm not a Marvel every goddamn other week. Not so much lately, though.
No.
But yeah, I'm not a Marvel person. But I did love the opening Marvel thing with the werewolf noise and the just the horror aspect to it. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fine 1 hour watch.
Especially for them going into like a horror type thing, trying their hand at that.
Yeah.
I guess they did Multiverse of Madness or whatever, but whatever. Right. I thought it was fun. I thought they did a good job. It's probably my favorite thing Marvel's done in a while.
Okay.
Like, even some of the movies I've watched have kind of been, they're okay.
Yeah.
So this I really liked.
Okay. Yeah. I have nothing else, so if you do or don't, now's the time.
No. Spooky, scary, or terrifying?
I go spooky.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Yeah. This is one, well, there's some violence in it, but it could be a starter for younger people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not so much a scary horror movie. It's like an action horror type thing.
Oh, and we forgot to mention the monster, Ted.
Right.
Man-Thing in the comics, but
that's right.
He's pretty cool. You can just like touch people and cook them, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not super aware of what his powers are in comics or anything.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Favorite kill? One of those?
I like the sword in the head of mainly because of who it happened to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine.
Mine was the old lady getting melted by.
Oh yeah, that was good.
He just grabs her by the head and just cooks her.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I don't have a body count. I think there was 5 or 6.
Yeah.
The other one that I liked too, it wasn't. I don't think this killed him, but the guy who had that thing on his arm.
Yeah.
And she ends up cutting it off or whatever.
Yeah.
I think he's still alive at that point, but she uses it. She may even use it to kill him, I think.
She does, because she cuts his arm off.
Yeah.
And takes the thing and shoots him.
Right.
With it, and it goes through his chin.
That's right.
Up out his mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's still alive and like gurgling and stuff, and she's trying to silence
hold him. Yeah, in that pit thing.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Yeah, yeah. There's some good stuff in there for a short movie thing.
Yeah.
Will they be doing more of these? Like, do you know?
I think they probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah, special presentation stuff.
Right.
I know. Oh, yeah, they definitely will, because they have a Christmas Guardians of the Galaxy one coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which I assume is going to kind of make fun of the Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, yeah.
If I had to guess, but
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ratings?
I give it a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's...
yeah. I'm going to go 8.5, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, I started to say mine and then realized you were still talking.
No,
I didn't want to cut you off.
No, like I say, rate better than average, but nothing spectacular for myself. So, yeah.
So would you rather watch this again or Halloween Ends?
This again.
That's going to be my new question at the end of every review.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we'll do.
So, would you rather watch Halloween Ends or this one?
I will say I'd rather watch Halloween Ends than the Munsters.
Yeah. Me
again. But, yeah, that's not saying much.
No. I didn't even finish that one.
Yep.
All right. So, that'll do it for this week. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you enjoyed what you heard with your ear holes and our lovely voices seeping inside them, make sure to follow us so you hear a new episode every week. Bye.